Well, hi guys. Fancy seeing you here on a Saturday morning. It feels like olden times. I haven't posted a video on a Saturday morning in a while. So I have a fun personal announcement. And I know you might be sitting here thinking like, oh my gosh, Brett, are you about to read another statement and leave your job? No, I am not. It's not that kind of personal announcement. I also have not had my baby yet at the time of filming this. I'm filming this on a Wednesday. It's coming out on Saturday. Who knows what has happened over the last 4 days, but no baby announcement yet. But it is something that is very exciting. Not as exciting as having a baby, but means a lot to me. And that is that I officially have my TikTok back. This is my personal TikTok. This is the Brett Cooper TikTok. Oh my gosh, there's notifications there. But I have it back in my possession. Now, you guys might not know the story. I feel like there was a lot of hubbub about this in January, but to give you guys some context, when we were launching the show in January, when we posted the trailer, there was a lot that happened that day. And I posted the trailer on YouTube. We posted it on Instagram. It went up on Facebook, all of these things. I was flying to New York that day to do my first hit on Jesse Waters and to do my live show there. And I simply forgot to post the trailer on TikTok. And so we landed in New York. I got off the plane, finally had Wi-Fi again. And I was like, okay, now I need to post it here, posted it everywhere else. I go onto TikTok, which I had been using for the whole month. I had been using it, since December, when all that happened. I had been using it, had been posting things, commenting, favoriting recipes, because that's really what I use TikTok for. And I went on there to post the trailer, and I'd been locked out. And I posted about this, and I said, okay, well, this is interesting. I don't know why that happened or why that happened right now on this specific day. But I posted about it and I said, okay, I'm making a backup account. And I also posted the other new social pages that I had, made. I had to make a new Facebook page because I had, handed that over. Here's the new YouTube, my Twitter is still the same, but I also have to make a new TikTok. And that caused a lot of uproar on social media. I was able to get in contact with TikTok because I genuinely didn't know what was going on there. I had no idea if I had been kicked off, if somebody had gone in and changed the password or taken it. I genuinely did not know what was happening. Reached out to TikTok. They were able to get it back for me. I reset the password, thought everything was fine. And I posted an update and I said, hey, I have my TikTok back. And that was the last that you guys heard. But I actually didn't get it back. That lasted all of 3 hours, I think. And since then, it's been a long 9 months of being pregnant and also hoping to be able to have this platform back. And that officially happened this week. And you might be thinking like, Brett, why does that matter? And it might seem small because it's a TikTok account, but it means a lot to me. And I think you'll know why it means a lot to me if you've watched all the episodes from the Brett Cooper Show for this year, because we've talked so much about ownership and authenticity and having control over your career and your work and how important that is, especially for people in the creative space to have ownership over the things that you have built and poured your heart and soul into. And this in a very small, and again, feels ridiculous to say, TikTok-y way, it was really representative of that because on this page, this was my personal page. It was not the comment section page, anything like this. It was a Brett Cooper page. I had made every single one of those silly videos. They were videos that you would sometimes see on Instagram. Sometimes they were specific for TikTok. I had filmed every single one of those. I had edited them in the app. This was where I would, engage with you guys more often than not. I would, DM with you guys. We would, talk in the comment section. I literally, in January, before I lost access, had gotten in contact with like a second cousin of mine on there, and we had been DMing, but I made such great relationships on this account, and to not have access to that was just, it was really sad, and it was unfortunate because I felt like that was the thing that I was able to walk away with, and then I realized that I didn't have it, and that was just hard, and it was, it felt lonely, it felt sad, and so I'm just really incredibly grateful to have it. And again, I know it might seem small, but it really was a huge deal and it was a process, and I'm just so happy to have it. And on that note, I just want to say, I feel like right now, this week specifically, having this account back, a myriad of other things behind the scenes, I feel like I am closing the final chapter of a really big book and starting the first page of a new one. And maybe this is the baby talking because who knows, you might be watching this and I might be literally in labor. And obviously that's a huge change in your life. But there is so much that has happened over the last year, the last 13 months, really. It's been a long 13 months. And I'm really grateful for it. There's so much that I learned. There's so much that challenged me. There's so much that has been so exciting, but it has been long, and there were things that I had to fight for. And I'll be honest, there were times when I did feel like I was kind of faking it. Even last year, I remember seeing a comment. I didn't even expect to talk about this, but I remember seeing a comment in December of last year. And somebody said, I'm sure everything is fine with Brett because she wouldn't be able to sit down on that set and do the show in the way that she is if things were actually happening behind the scenes or if she was having a hard time. And that made me really proud because I was happy to know that I was still showing up and I was doing my job and that I was showing up for you guys and trying to be a light and continue what I love to do. But that also made me kind of sad because I knew that there were things that I probably shouldn't share or couldn't share. And that was hard because I had been so open for so long. And to be honest, that feeling didn't just end in December. That lingered for a while. But I bring all of this up to say, definitively right now, starting the new page of this book, it's all positive things behind the scenes. And I'm so happy and I'm so grateful. And for the first time in a while, it feels like all the things that I'm not sharing are really exciting and they're really awesome and joyful. And they're things that I desperately want to tell you because they're so good. And I hope that I get to share them soon. And we're doing, so much crazy stuff and hard work behind the scenes. And it's all stuff that I'm really looking forward to. And it feels like such a relief, and I'm so happy about it, and I hope that you guys are excited, and I'm so grateful for all of the support that you've given me over the last 9 months. You have made this the most incredible year already. I feel like I'm doing an end of the year post, but it is kind of how it feels because I know I'm about to go on maternity leave, but I just want to thank you guys so much. Because you have changed my life. I say this all the time. You have changed my life for the better. You've made this transition so wonderful, and I could not be more grateful. Now, I also want to say I have no idea what I'm going to do with this TikTok page. It might literally be dead because I have not used it in 9 months. Nobody has been on it. I have no idea what I'm going to post, how I'm going to use it, but who knows? I'll post a video on there on Saturday and say that I'm back, which will be really fun. And I also want to say that in closing this book, I am also walking away from a lot of things with a lot of peace and no animosity. I, wish the best for the people that are at my previous employer. I'm really excited about their new leadership. I'm hopeful that they're going to steer the company in a great direction. I am obviously still great friends with Matt and Michael, and I adore them, and I want them to succeed. And so truly, I am grateful for the entire experience for 1.5 million reasons. I'm grateful to have this back. I also want you guys to know, Pendragon, which is the TV show that I did with Daily Wire, that has not come out yet. I'm not privy to what they are going to be doing with that, where it's going to be, how it will be, when it's going to come out. And at some point in the future, you will probably see me talking about Pendragon and promoting that show. And genuinely, I'm excited about that. I loved doing Pendragon. I met the most incredible people. I met one of my best friends in the entire world while I was shooting Pendragon. I'm really proud of it. And I also want you guys to know that there were so many incredible people that were working behind the scenes on Pendragon from around the world, from the crew, the costumers, the set designers, the writers, the actors, everyone who just came together to make something that was really incredible. I hope it's amazing. I haven't seen it. I'm excited to share it. I'm excited to see it for the first time. And so you'll see that, whenever it happens. But I just want you to know, moving forward, everything's great. It's peaceful, it's happy, I'm so grateful, and I'm so happy to have this stupid little page back. Which again, even though I'm laughing at myself, it really is a big deal. So thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you for supporting me by watching the show and commenting and always having my back. I could not have done it without you guys. So thank you again, and I'll see you on Monday.